Today, what I wanted to do is do like a quick little get ready with me. I've got a couple new products from ColourPop, which I think I'm going to show you guys here in the beginning, because I know once I start talking, I will forget. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys those first. These are not, they're not like new releases or anything, just new to me products that I just kind of wanted to focus on today. But I also wanted to talk to you guys because I have gone back to the man. Yes, so I am back in the corporate world. I still do have my shop, my business, and that is not going away, and I'm still trying to figure out how to grow that. But in the meantime, in between time, your girl has also gotten a work from home position, and I want to kind of talk to you guys about the whys and honestly some emotions that surround that as well, because I'm feeling some type of way about it. And I just want to talk to you guys about it. So before I get started, the products that I am using from ColourPop. Now, the first product I want to talk about, you guys, is not new here to the channel at all, and you're not going to be surprised on my thoughts on it, because I do have a video here on my channel, which, you know, I got you, but I do have a new color of it. This is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Tinted Moisturizer. You see this right here. I got the new color I have it in is dark 19 in. So it's a shade darker than what I currently have, which is this right here is the one that I used in the video. Well, it's a refill. I've purchased this several times, but the one that I'm talking about in the video is the color dark 18 warm. Love, 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 love this, but the shade is just a smidge off. And so what I finally decided to do was get the darker, or the next shade, even though it's a neutral, which is what I'm assuming the N stands for, is neutral, but I decided to get it anyways. However, I don't want to open it up yet. I don't want to open it up because I still have a full bottle of this. So I've got that product, but I'm still going to be using the 18 warm with you guys. But that's one of the products that I got. Now, what I'm going to be setting this with, and what I'm hoping helps to warm up that neutral tone a little bit. And this is a new to me product, but this is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Pressed Face Powder. See that right there? And I have this in the color dark 19. So when you go online and you pick the tinted moisturizer, they kind of tell you what recommended pressed powder shade that is for you. And mine was 19. Well, this is so pretty. Look at that packaging, guys. Can you see that? Look at that packaging. This is nice. And there you go in the back. Dark 19. There you go. So it does come with the puff and this cute little piece of plastic, ooh, and a mirror. And this is what the shade looks like. Now, I am not new to pressed powders, so I know that the shade in the pan can sometimes be a little bit off-putting and make you feel like it's not going to match. But when I looked at this, I was like, yeah, this is definitely my color. So I can't wait to set that. And what I'm hoping is that this powder kind of brings down or warms up the neutrality of the actual tinted moisturizer that I have. So that's one new product. Let me put the box over here. Another new product from ColourPop I have is this quad here. This is the ColourPop Crystal Clear Aquarius. Now, you may or may not know your girl is an Aquarius, but that is actually not what drew me to this. My man, my baby daddy, Mr. Tatika loves me in blue eyeshadow. And so I've been really trying to find really pretty blues. The palette I used to use to create the look that he loved, it's such an old palette. It's so dry, so I decluttered it. But ever since then, I've been trying to find the perfect blues. So this is what this quad looks like. Again, this is the Crystal Clear Aquarius. This is what this quad looks like right here. Look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. Look how pretty that is. Such pretty colors. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to play in this one. That looks really good. It does look a bit light, so that's why I'm a little like sketchy about it. However, I am going to try to bring some of it down with this these blues that I got in this e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. Cookies and Cream. It's a eyeshadow palette. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Really pretty. I'm hoping these blues right here will help me bring down the lightness of the blues in the other one here. So let me see. So this is the ColourPop one. And then this is the e.l.f. one. So I'm really hoping that these e.l.f. blues over here kind of blend in with this one and kind of bring it all down. So we will see. We will see. I'm still on the hunt for the perfect blue palette. I got my eye on one from Juvia's Place, but I'm hoping I've got what I need. And the last new product that I have here from ColourPop is this pressed powder blush from ColourPop. This is the packaging. So cute. Super cute. Look at that. Gorgeous packaging. Gorgeous packaging. And honestly, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. ColourPop, to me, look at that. It almost looks like a bronzer, but it's a blush. It's in the color Trippin', which, hello. Look at this packaging before I even show you that. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And this is what it looks like. Absolutely good stuff. Good stuff. I'll be honest with you guys and say, I'm not really, like, here's what I say. The things that I have from ColourPop that I love, I freaking love. But I'm not really always checking for ColourPop. They are overwhelming. There's so many things on there. But, like I said, I do like the brand. I just don't try a lot of things from them, in particular their eyeshadows. I was not a fan of the spongy ones that came in the little white container. I was not a fan of those, but probably just because my skill level on eyeshadows is not that high, so that's probably what it was. But my girl Annette from LBD Beauty, which I know you know her. Like, first of all, my girl just hit 3,000 subscribers. You go, girl. But if you like eyeshadow, if you like bright looks, you need to be watching her, because girlfriend will make you think you can do anything with a bright color shadow. But anyways, so those are all the new products I'm going to be using. I'm also going to be using some old products. I won't mention those. But yeah, so now that we're 7 minutes in and I'm just showing you the products, let's get into this. As you can see, I already have my brows on. That's the only thing I have on, because that just takes forever and ain't nobody got time for that. So let's go ahead and start with the eyeshadow. Get my glasses off here. All right. And like I said, today's topic, we're going to be talking about, sorry guys, I'm in the car. I'm trying to multitask. My husband is like, trying to multitask. What y'all think about this color in this wig? I really don't know how I feel about it. I've never had blonde before ever, because I don't know how I feel about it on my skin. But speaking of skin, she looking good, ain't she? Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is put some eye primer on. Okay, so you guys may or may not know that I have my own shop. Long story short, I was in the corporate world for a long time. Corporate world was very good to me, but I was very, very, very good to it on the side note. So I was not getting nothing for free. I was putting in all the work. Well, your girl was burnt out. And when I say burnt out, I mean, I was the most negative person on the whole entire planet. Blah, 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 blah. If you want to hear more about that, I do have a video where I'm talking about that. So I will link that up above and down below for you guys. But I will not waste your time talking about that, because it will take forever. But I will link that video for you. Fast forward. I went to school, got my esthetician's license, opened up my own shop. Hey, hey. So let's take a look at this. Okay, let's go into with this eyeshadow. Oops, I guess I stuck something in there. Dang, girl. Okay, so here's the e.l.f. and here's the ColourPop. So I think the first thing I'm gonna do is go in with this brown shade right here. Yep, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so we're gonna start with the eye look. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this Sonia G brush. I'm gonna go into this brown shade right here. Ooh, I don't even have a mirror. I didn't think about that, did I? Okay, there we go. Okay, can you guys see that? I hope you can see that. Ooh. Okay, that's pretty. That's pretty. Okay, This brown in this ColourPop is very, very pigmented. Sorry, I'm looking all over the place. Y'all just bear with me. Just bear with me. Okay, so look at that. Look at that brown. That's that brown from that ColourPop. That's nice. Let me do some clipping. How about that? How about that? Cash me outside. How about that? Okay, so, okay, so, putting that brown on there, right? All right, so let's jump into the reasons why your girl has gone back into the corporate world. Now, as I mentioned before, I still do have the shop. And again, the main goal is to grow that shop into something amazing. But I have learned that it's going to take me a little bit more time than I thought it was going to. And in the meantime, I need to take care of some other business. So, number one reason why your girl, oh, that brown is so pretty. Look at that. That's amazing. That brown is so pretty and it's so soft. Very easily blendable. No problems whatsoever. Wow, that was actually really gorgeous. Very nice. Anyways, number one reason, consistency. Let me tell y'all something. Consistency as far as income and honestly just schedule. I don't think it's just income. I think it's schedule as well. Look, I've come to learn that I'm a very regimented person. Don't get me wrong, I do like to do spontaneous things and I do like to change things up, but routine really, really calms me. It really puts me in a calm mood. And I'm just learning this about myself. And lashing, let me say this. I got my regulars. I got my every 2 weeks, my every 3 weeks, my every 4 weeks ladies. When I say my ladies don't play, my ladies don't play. When it's time for like if you look on my calendar, they booked out months and months and months and months in advance. They don't play. And I love my regulars. However, I also have my dabblers. I have my dabblers, and my dabblers are my ladies who I call them dabblers, not in a negative way whatsoever, but they're my dabblers because they're getting lashes for occasions. They're getting lashes when they're going on vacation. They're getting lashes going in with the blue here. Sorry guys, I'm terrible with this. Let's see. I think I'm gonna put it right here. Ooh, that's pretty. Very thin, but very pretty. You guys see that? Very thin color, but very pretty. Maybe I should have put down the base. That would have made more sense, but that's okay. I'm going to pull it all the way over here. Pretty color though, but if I would have laid down a blue or something, that would have came out a lot better. Going back in that blue as this one right here. Okay, so I have my dabblers. Now, what I mean by my dabblers again is they come to me whenever it's a special occasion. Maybe they're going on vacation. Maybe it's a wedding. Maybe they got a little extra coin. They got a bonus, something like that. You know, they're only coming to see me on certain occasions. Now, while I love these ladies, I love them. I love them, love them, love them. I love all my lash boos, seriously, every single one of them. While I love my lash boos, I can't consistently count on them, you know? That's not what they're coming to me for, so I can't count on them. And again, while I love them, that's very hard to manage with that type of situation, financially, as well as even on a schedule, you know, because I'd have to fit them in. If I looked at last month, they might be there, but they might not be there this month. So just consistently wise, it was getting very hard for me to make financial decisions based on, it was hard for me to project what was going on here, you know. And in all honesty, in 2023, you know, me and Mr. Tatika, we got some serious financial goals, you know, like we trying to be real smart with money moving forward. We're trying to get to that financial freedom, okay? And that means tightening ship, you know. And in order for me to tighten ship, you know, you need to know where your money's going. You know, you need to know what's coming in. You need to know where it's going out. And it's very hard to do that with the dabbler clients. So consistency was really a big factor in going back to the corporate world, because now I can say, I know consistently I'm going to be bringing in this much money every single week. I'm going to be working this many hours and I'm going to be bringing in this much money every week consistently. I think I might take that too high. Oh, that's okay. So consistency was a huge, huge factor. And along with consistency, it's the stress, y'all. Like, not even for just me, but also for my boo, you know, for my baby daddy. Like, let me tell y'all something. That man works so freaking hard. We both do, you know. We both work really, really hard. And I think I'm going to take that same, actually I think I'm going to take the smaller brush and I'm going to go into the silver color right here. But yeah, so my man, he works so hard. I work hard, he works hard, we both work hard. And like I said, we got some new financial goals this week. I'm sorry if y'all hear dogs barking. That's him doing his job. I'm trying to multitask, but be with him at the same time, because I've learned that's what brings me pleasure, is riding with him wherever he goes. So, anyways, if you hear dogs, just ignore it. He's a dog trainer. Anyways, so like I said, we got some serious financial goals, and we ain't playing around. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't playing around. And so I want to do this to take the stress off of me and him, you know? Like, he was holding it down for a good little bit. And, you know, our relationship or our marriage or the way our finances have been, it has been a roller coaster as far as who carries the most weight. In reality, it's never really been a completely fair situation. I wouldn't even say fair, because I don't mind it when I carry the load and he doesn't mind when he carries the load, because that's what we signed up for. But as far as equality, it's always been either I'm leading or he's leading. And again, y'all, I know there might be some of y'all out there who, look, I ain't trying to tell nobody how to live their life, and I ain't trying to tell nobody how their relationship should look, or how their marriage should look, or how their financial setup should look. I'm just telling you how mine is. I firmly believe that a marriage is equal, and I firmly believe that it doesn't matter who's leading. Sometimes I lead, sometimes he leads. It doesn't mean he's less masculine. It doesn't mean I'm less feminine. It just means that that's the ebb and the flow that we are at that point in time. And that's just how we're supposed to be doing. I'm not about that whole, the man should do this, the woman should. I ain't about that life. So it ain't that. But I don't like to see my man stressed, period. I don't like to see him stressed. And while I will say that he was carrying a heavy load, now I'm going back in. Oh, sorry. It's kind of powdery. I'm going in with this lighter shade right here. I'm looking all over here, but I'm going in with this light shade right here. This is such a pretty color. It's just powdery. It's just powdery. Pigmented, but powdery. But anyways, so I don't like to see my man stressed. And I especially don't like to see him stressed because he's trying to ease the burden on me. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And that's how it was. You know, he was trying to allow me to build my business and not have to worry about anything. So he was carrying a really heavy load, but I could see he was stressed. He wasn't showing it and he wasn't trying to tell me, but you know, your man, right? Like, we've been together like longer than we have not been together. So at this point in time, I should know my man. And one of the things I know is he was stressed, and I don't like that. Not when I knew I could be doing more. So honestly, relieving the stress off of me and of him, and, you know, have given us both that relief of, oh my goodness, we ain't got to carry the whole load. Oh my goodness, we are not alone. Oh my goodness, if something happens, it ain't just all on me. We, you know, taking that, relieving that stress off of him and off of me, so worth it. So worth it. So stress was a really big factor in me going back to the corporate world. And I will also say this, and I don't want to talk too much about it because I do plan on doing a separate video on this, so I'm not going to go too far into detail about it. But I will also say another reason why I went back to the man, so to speak, is because my idea of what success was has changed. And part of that change is the consistency, is being able to hit debt hard. Like, being able to hit debt like nobody's business on a regular basis has really become what is successful to me. It's become a part of what I feel is successful. And going back to the man and having that extra income, it's really made it so much more possible for all of that to happen. And like I said, I don't want to go too far into it because I do want to do a separate video on it. But, you know, figuring out your idea of success and allowing it to change is a really big factor in the growth period. Okay, so now I am dipping into this e.l.f. because I feel like this just looks a little too pastel-y. So I am dipping into the e.l.f. here, and I think I'm going to dip into this blue over here. Or maybe, let me dip into this blue first. I keep looking over here. Let me dip into this blue first and see how that looks. I think I'm going to do it with my finger. And one of the last reasons why I decided to go back to the man, y'all, let me tell you something. Ooh, no, wrong move. That was a wrong move. That just took it to a whole different kind of color story. I don't like that too much. Okay, yeah, that was a bad move. But that's okay. We're going to keep moving with it. I'm going to go back into it and do the same eye on the other eye because I'm in the car and I don't have the stuff to wipe it off or anything like that, so we're just gonna have to keep rolling with it. So ooh, that is pretty though. Look how pretty that blue is. I ain't gonna hate on this e.l.f. or this ColourPop as far as pigmentation. It's definitely bringing it. See how that blue just took it from that shiny icy mermaid to like a, I don't know, the colors aren't going together, but it's too late. I'm here and I don't have a choice, so this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. But yeah, oh, I just put my elbow in a palette. Okay, I'm trying, y'all, but this little small space in the truck, like, I'm struggling. I like to just put my elbow in something. But anyways, let me tell y'all something. Self-employment insurance fucking sucks. Like, you paying a whole lot of money for a whole lot of nothing. Let me tell you something. Like, when I tell you, let me tell you something. When I was younger, insurance wasn't even a big old thing. Like, insurance wouldn't have been a factor in anything I did. I'm going to go in with this deeper blue because I got to do something. I feel like I'm not matching. I got to do something to bring this back together because I just feel like I'm just out on this island of no man's land. I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay. When I say self-employment insurance is terrible, self-employment insurance is terrible, y'all. Like, it pays for absolutely nothing. And you're paying so... Okay, I don't like this color. This is really patchy. It's a really patchy color, but we're going to keep on going. When I tell you the self-employment insurance pays for nothing... And I'll be honest with you, like me and my man, you know, we work out on a regular basis, you know. And unfortunately, with that, especially with our age, sometimes you be getting all beat up, girl. You know what I mean? Like, you be getting all types of beat up. You know, we might have a good workout the one day, maybe a good leg day or good chest and back day. But I'm telling you what, sometimes we wake up and it is absolutely like, we can't move. We can't move. And sadly, I'm too vain to stop working out. Like, I mean, I'm too vain. I'm too vain to stop working out. And my man looking good. He looking real good. So I will not let him stop working out either. So, you know, this is part of who we want to be and part of what we want to do. Y'all, I've just destroyed this eye look. Like, it's absolutely terrible. But I'm going to keep on going because I should not have dipped into the e.l.f. palette. That's where I messed up because it's just different vibes of blue. But I already did it, so I'm going to just keep on going. But I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. So I think what I'm going to do to kind of save this, I don't think I really can. I just destroyed it. But I'm going to keep on going because I really just want to talk to y'all and try out some new products. So I think I'm going to maybe see if I can't find a blue in this e.l.f. palette. But yeah, so those are all the reasons why I decided to. I probably should not have done this in the Get Ready With Me because I don't feel like I'm actually taking the time. Oh, I'm pulling this color right here from the e.l.f. palette because I don't feel like I'm actually taking the time now to really talk about anything. But let's talk about the feelings. Let me talk about the feelings that I have about going back to the man. Because when I tell y'all, Your girl feeling a certain type of way. I'm feeling a certain type of way. But let's talk about the shame, okay? Like, let me, yo, when I tell y'all, sometimes I feel so freaking ashamed. I mean, I left, you know, I walked away. I walked away from the corporate world. And, you know, I was a girl boss. I was not planning on coming back, you know, and now I'm back here. And not only am I back here, but I'm lower than I started, you know, like I'd gotten pretty high up in the corporate world, you know, I had some managing in the title, you know, and so I'd gotten, put some eyeliner on. Okay, and that's not too bad. I mean, I feel like I have two different tones. Like I think I figured out what it is. I think so. What I figured out is I have cool tone and warm tone blues all together, and they're really not complementing each other too well. But that's okay. We're gonna keep on going because we're gonna commit. We're just gonna keep on going. All right. Not too bad though. Not too bad. Oh, I did not think about something to set this liner with, so I'm just going to go back into this e.l.f. palette. I go back into this e.l.f. palette with this really dark color right here, and this is what I'm going to put on my lower lash liner. Set my lower lash line and also line the upper lash line as well. Whew, I'm dropping all kinds of products. Dropping all kinds of products. But let's talk about the shame, because as I mentioned, I walked away from the corporate world, right? Like I walked away. I was like, I ain't doing this. I'm not happy. I'm not going to get to where I want to get doing this and work for somebody else and making somebody else rich. So I'm leaving. And I'm telling you, by the time your girl left, I had an office. I had manager in my title. I had people underneath me, you know. By the American standards, I was bossing it up. Hardly unhappy, but I was bossing it up. And now, now I am back to being bossed. I have someone who bosses me around. I have to punch a clock. I have someone else telling me my schedule, you know, and I gotta say, I'm feeling some type of way about it, you know? And it's funny because if somebody else were to tell me this, I'd be like, girl, you doing what you got to do. Get your hustle on, girl. Like, girl, you doing what you need to do. But for some reason, because it's me, I'm just like, I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm here. Oh my God. I'm serious though. Like, it's got me feeling some type of way, guys. I kind of wish I would have brought a black eyeliner. I didn't. I wish I would have to kind of bring this all together, but that's okay. That's okay, we just rolling. And I don't even think I have any mascara. It's okay. So yeah, I've got the shame going on in that one. And, you know, and also just, you know, like, you know, I have kids, you know, and I have adult children. Like my son is an adult, you know, I am a grandma. He has a kid, you know, he has a lady, he has a baby mama, and you know, my daughter, she's 17. So they're at the point, look at me, I'm just sitting here talking. I'm not even finished getting ready. I'm going to leave the eyes for just a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and try to finish up some of this face. What y'all think about this color though? I really like this wig. This is from my first wigs, and when I tell you this wig was so easy, oh my God, it was so easy. Let me know if y'all want to know a review on that. I used to do reviews on wigs way back in the day, kind of pulled away from it. I'm not an everyday wig buyer. I haven't purchased or worn a wig in quite some time, but you know, I ain't about putting myself in a box. Like if I want to try something else or I want to do something else, I'm gonna do it. If I want to go back to something that I walked away from previously, I'm gonna do it. You know, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Okay, so I'm going in now with the ColourPop. Now again, I got a newer shade, but I'm going to go in with this, the current one that I have, and this is in dark 18W, but the new shade I have is 19 Neutral. Just gonna put this on. I love this stuff. I actually wear this stuff every day because it is so easy. Ooh. It blends into the skin absolutely beautifully. And it's so easy. Like if you're in a rush, put this on. If you just want something light, put this on. Like I really do, really do like this ColourPop. It is my everyday. Winter, summer, I don't care what the season is. It is my everyday complexion product. So apparently I didn't bring a brush. Okay, so apparently I didn't bring a brush to do anything with, so I'm gonna blend this with my fingers. Train wreck. But yeah, guys, so I'm feeling lots of shame when it comes to going back and being back underneath the man, you know. I just, from my girl boss era now back to this, you know, it makes me feel some type of way, you know. But what I try to remind myself constantly is that, number one, I'm not back at square one. I still have my shop. My shop is still there. It's still part of the plan. It's still part of what I asked for, of what I worked for, of what I left the corporate world for. So I still have that. I'm just struggling to get it to the level that I want to get it to. And even though I'm struggling, I have to understand that that doesn't mean that I'm not worth this. That doesn't mean that I'm failing. That doesn't mean that I'm actually backtracking. That means, number one, again, I've got the shop, you know, so I'm doing good. I got the shop. I am a boss. I do write my own name on those checks. Now I just have another check that's coming in to help me with that, where someone else is putting their names on the check. I mean, because honestly, guys, not only is it insurance and all of that other kind of good stuff. Oop. Okay, so look at that. I don't know if you guys can see it in this natural sunlight. You see how it looks just a little bit too neutral? Still nice coverage, I think, but it's just a tinge too light, too neutral, to something. So I'm hoping the pressed powder changes that. You see that? Okay. So now I'm going into that new powder that I got here. This is the one from ColourPop. Oops, I just pressed the powder bad. Look at how pretty that is. Okay, I am going to use my Sonia G to pat this in. Okay, let's see what we got. Can you guys see that? Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, okay. I think that might be a little bit too orangey. I don't know, guys. Tell me why I decided to powder before putting my concealer on. Like, where'd I do that at? I don't know. The tone, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but the tone just a tinge. It's just a tinge off, and I can really see it right here at my neck. It's just a tinge off, but I already knew that. What I actually do on a regular basis is I actually mix this color with my Charlotte Tilbury color, which I don't want to talk about Charlotte Tilbury because I ain't trying to talk about nothing that don't support me, so I'm not gonna, whatever, that's for another conversation. But anyway, so that's what this powder looks like. Again, the shade, I think the powder is a good shade, but it's hard to tell on a color that I already know isn't me, so I already kind of doctor it up. But as far as the powder, not bad. I actually think I might try this again with the newer color because I think that combo would be a little bit better. Right now I just feel just a little bit off, but I'm also going out of order. So let me put the concealer on. Let me do that. I do like this big old mirror on this though. I really do like this big old mirror. And this concealer, you guys know, not new at all. You know I have a video, which I'll be happy to link for you on this one as well. Overall, I'm not liking my complexion too much, but I can't tell if this is like car light or the fact that I had to rub it in with my hands or what. But I'm gonna keep on going because I'm a J. So let this sit here for just a second. What was I talking about? But yeah, guys, so the shame, you know, the shame is real, but I will say also, on the opposite side of shame is extreme relief, right? Like, guys, I'm trying to tell you, like, I love being an entrepreneur. I do. Like, I'm very surprised, you know, ups and downs, you know, the downs be really kicking my hind part, but overall, I really do enjoy being an entrepreneur. And, you know, as someone who did not think, someone who used to have a very fixed mindset, someone who, you know, thought you had to be born an entrepreneur, like my husband, you know, for someone who thought you either were born one or nah, I'm very surprised how I enjoy the journey, even though I'm struggling quite a bit. I am really struggling really hard to make this work. I think the reality is I'm struggling to allow it the time frame. I will be honest and say that's probably 100% what my problem is. I'm trying to rush a process that really doesn't need to be rushed. I will admit that. But I do feel like I'm struggling to make my business work and thrive and become the business that I know 100% it's supposed to be. But I am struggling there. And I know a lot of it is the fact that I don't have the skill sets that I need. I don't know marketing. I don't know business. You know, I have the skill of doing the job. Like I know I am a good lash artist. I know I am a good esthetician. So I have that. I'm going to set my under eye. So I definitely have that confidence. But, you know, the skills that I don't have are quite important. You know, not knowing marketing is huge because, you know, if you don't know about my business, how are you going to, you know, how are you going to pick me? How are you going to choose me for your services if you don't know about me? And how are you going to know about me if I don't market? You see what I'm saying? So that's huge. You know, also content marketing, you know. You know, people trust what they can see. You're going to want to be able to see, you know, what I do. You're going to be able, you want to see lash sets that I've done. You want to see before and after of, you know, face or people that I've treated with facial services. You know, you're going to want to see all those things. And if I don't know how to create content that helps you see that and helps you feel like you need it, you have to have it, or see yourself in who I'm marketing and be like, yes, that's my girl. If I don't do that, how are you going to find me? Okay, my complexion is starting to look a little bit better. Still a little bit neutrally, almost slightly ashy. But again, I know that is the tone of the foundation, so I'm not gonna worry about that too much. Okay, so we're getting somewhere, guys. The eyes aren't too bad, but I really wish I had a liner to kind of bring them together, but that's okay. So now I'm going in with this powder blush and tripping. I haven't decided yet if it's going to be a bronzer or a blush, so let's see what that looks like. Okay, that's pretty, but very, very light. Can you guys even see that? That's very, very pretty. Honestly, it's almost like a combination of the two. And the fact that I'm already having like a, you know, a tinted moisturizer type of day anyways, I'm almost thinking I might just leave this and not even put anything else on. I wish I wouldn't have got that in my hair. But I'm almost feeling like I'm just going to wear this as an all over. It has a little bit of shimmer in it now I'm looking at it. It's not a matte. It's got a little bit of a gold shimmer in it, which I normally wouldn't put all over, but that's okay. Sorry. My wig's coming up, but I'm trying to make sure I don't get this makeup in it because I don't want to have to wash it too soon. But what do you guys? You guys see that? That's really pretty. It's very light. Almost like a bronzy kind of look, but it's got just a hint of color in it that for me makes me want to use it as a bronzer blush combination type of thing. Not that a blush wouldn't go beautifully with it, but I don't have a ColourPop blush. I was going to use something from NARS, but I'm almost kind of thinking I could just leave it the way it is and keep it pushing, because I'm almost sweating. I'm sweating just a little bit, so I don't know if I want to put on anything else on top of this face, because your girl, she's sweating. Oh, it's this hat. But what do y'all think? Look at that. Man, this wig is gorgeous. Seriously, this wig is freaking gorgeous. All right, guys, we're we're almost at the finish line. Hang with me, hang with me. Okay, so I think that's all of the new products that I have. I think I'm gonna stop there, you guys. I am so hot. So what I'm gonna do? Let me find my chapstick. I mean, I am hot. I am sweating. Actually, one more thing I want to do is I do want to go back into this e.l.f. Cookies and Cream, go back into this shade right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to try to use this to give myself like a little liner on the top liner. So yeah, guys, so I went back to the man, you know. I am not, the focus hasn't really changed, but I'm realizing it's going to take me a little bit longer than I expected. So I'm having to change some things up just a little bit. And part of me, like I said, feels kind of like a failure, because some of the things I'm having to do are kind of things that I was hoping I would never have to do again, such as punch a clock, you know, have someone else tell me when to be at work. That was not something that I wanted to do. However, I do feel some relief. And, you know, it's just this thing. It's just, I go back and forth, you know, sometimes I'm cool with it, sometimes I'm not, but I am trying to keep in mind, again, you know, this is part of the journey, you know, like I mean, I might feel like I slid a little bit, but I'm back here with a different set of eyes. I'm back here with a different set of goals. I'm back here with a different set of situations. And so that's what I have to keep telling myself. I'm just going to try to blend this out. I don't think I did a good job of blending this. I'm going back in with that lighter shade from the ColourPop. I don't think I did a very good job of blending that out. This is the shade that I'm going back into. But yeah, so that's what's been going on with me. That's why I haven't been doing anything. I haven't been on social media. I haven't been on anywhere because, one, your girl tired. I'm tired. Like, punching a clock, and then on my days off, punching my own clock, you know, and going and working for myself and keeping all that going. Like, let me tell you something. I mean, don't think I can do it. Okay, I can do it. But, y'all, when I say I'm tired, your girl tired. Like, half the time all I want to do is sit on the sofa with my TJ Maxx throat, eat my Hershey Kisses, and watch Life Below Zero. But your girl, I got to keep it pushing. So, trying to fit in doing social media and making videos is so hard, but I did miss this YouTube thing. I'm not gonna lie. As you can see, I'm trying to go in a different direction, but I did miss this YouTube thing, so I'm gonna keep trying. Y'all just kind of bear with me while I get my feet to where it needs to be and I can figure some things out. But definitely, y'all hang tight with me. Okay, that eye is not too bad. What do you guys think? Okay, it's not too bad. I don't think it's too bad at all. Okay. So I think I'm going to stop. Nope. I'm going to go back into this chocolatey brown, this color right here. I'm going to stay out that e.l.f. palette because that e.l.f. palette messed me up. So I'm going to just come underneath here. I just feel like I don't have anything. It doesn't look tied together, so I'm just taking that brown underneath here, kind of trying to tie it all together. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, there we go. That helped it a little bit. It's still kind of out there, but okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. What do you guys think? Grown and Sexy Lip Gloss. This is Mented Lip Gloss, and this is in the shade Sin Nudes. Y'all, I do have a full review on Mented Lip Glosses. It's pretty old. It's back in the day when Mented was new. But I think it still applies. So, you know, I got you. I'm just gonna put this on because I have nothing else. I didn't think this through fully. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh, it's just a pretty neutrally brown shade. Yes. Put that back in the bag so I don't forget it. I'm gonna hit my face with this facial spray because your girl is just, I could use a little freshness. Ooh, nice. Nice. All right. See if we can't do something about this. That is so pretty. That is so pretty. It's wash day today, so underneath this, your girl has conditioner in her hair and hair twisted up. So this right here came in seriously handy. I don't know how I feel about that color. This blonde is something new to me, but like I said, I'm gonna do it. And you know, if I feel like trying something, I'm gonna try something. Like, that's just the life I'm living right now. That is just the life I'm living right now. All right, guys. So here's the final look, minus eyeliner, which I wish I had, and minus some mascara, which I also wish I had. But overall, not too bad. So let me just go through. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about the tinted moisturizer because I didn't use the new one, but I do love this one. Check out that video. As far as this powder, this Pretty Fresh pressed face powder in the dark 19, I do like this powder. I think it's nice. I think it's soft. I think it does add just a hint of color, so it's not a lot of payoff. I don't know how I feel about wearing it on its own. I might try that because I do love some powder foundation. I'm not too sure how I feel about wearing it on its own. I'll try that and let you guys know, but I do think when I put this on with it, because this is 19 neutral, oh, this is dark 19. So when I chose the tinted moisturizer in 19 neutral, this was the corresponding powder that it suggested. So I do feel like I'm gonna see the combo might be a little bit better when I wear it with the right color tinted moisturizer. But as far as like the finish, it's very light. It's very smooth. I think it does add a hint of color. So I do like the powder. I can't wait to see how it works with the actual right tinted moisturizer shade. So I mean, I'm liking that. I really am liking that. I do like the container of it. As far as this blush, this pressed powder blush in Trippin', like I said, today we kind of used it as a combo bronzer kind of blush kind of thing, but it's a bit too brown to be a blush. But I don't know, it's got a nice little gold shimmer in it that kind of takes it to a different level. So I don't know, I kind of like using it today for that combo piece of it, but I think I'm gonna try it a couple different ways, using it just as a bronzer with the blush and maybe using it as a blush with the bronzer, and see how I like that combo too. And then lastly, as far as this eyeshadow palette, I really did like this eyeshadow palette. Like I said, the colors are nice and easy to blend, very true to color, very pigmented, didn't have any problem with it showing up as well, but still a very pretty color, but it is thin. This one right here is a really pretty icy color. In fact, again, I'm going to go in and bring that around just like that. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. That's a really pretty color, very pigmented, and this is going on so easy. Very nice, very nice. So overall, guys, I'm really impressed with all of the ColourPop products that I tried out today. Like I said, the tinted moisturizer was no surprise, but I'm actually really impressed with the powder products too. Can't wait to try them in different ways to see the different looks that I can come out with. But overall, I'm not mad at this look. And I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation about going back to work. I really just wanted to come on and share it with you guys because, you know, there's a lot of changes going on in life, which is, you know, good, bad, different journey, different part of life. And I really just want to share it with you guys. So comment down below if you can relate. You know, maybe you worked for yourself then went back, or maybe you worked in the corporate world and now you work for yourself. You know, comment down below. Let us know. Are you on a similar journey? You know, has something in your life changed? Were you on one direction and you switched to another? I'd love to hear your opinion. Also, let me know what you feel, what you think about these products that I use. And let me know what you think about this color, because I don't know, like sometimes I'm like, girl, you get it. And the other times I'm like, says who? Says who? So thank you guys so much for spending time with me today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And definitely stay tuned to my next video, which I think I might be talking more about my idea of how success has changed. I might be going into that one, or I don't know. I'm trying to keep a process going, but then I'm also trying to be very open and very receiving of how I feel and the vibe I feel and the direction I feel I need to go in. So your girl is trying to be very open to the universe and very open to how she feels and how things go. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of this look. And thank you so much for spending time with me. While you're here on my channel, take a look around, see what else your girl has to offer. And if you're liking what you're seeing, hit that subscribe button. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.